Scorpio placements. This segment is your twin flame. So Scorpio twin flame reading. I thought, let me give you like a bonus reading, which is about twin flame. So if you don't have a twin flame, don't watch this. If you have a twin flame and you know it, watch this. If you are confused, if you have a twin flame or not, do not watch this. Because twin flame, you just know. There's a knowing, okay? There is no confusion when it comes to knowing your twin flame. All right, so Scorpio twin flame. Let's see what's up with your energy, with your twin flame. Let's see what we have for you. Wow, we have the Fool in reverse and then the Fool upright king next to each other. I don't really know what to make of this right now. I don't know what that means just yet. They could have Aquarius or Aries in their chart. This is someone you already know. So if you tell me that I know I have a twin flame, but I don't know who they are, this is not for you. This is a twin flame that you already know who they are. You've already interacted with them. You've already talked to them. Maybe there was something intimate that happened between the two of you. It could be even in a workplace. But nothing is happening. There is someone here that knows this is a twin flame and the other person does not know that it's a twin flame. So, I mean, yeah, in most cases it's like that because one person knows what a twin flame is. The other person is like, ooh, this is intense and scary. So maybe you are the one that knows this is a twin flame and your person is like, I don't know what this is. It's just too intense. No thanks. Because I see a runner, which is fucking typical in a twin flame reading. You have someone here that is running away from the intensity of this connection. And someone here is like, come back. This is meant to be intense. It's good. Surrender into it. Which explains why we have the Fool in reverse and the Fool upright. One person is like, I am not taking that leap forward. No thanks. And one person is like, I know exactly where this is going to lead. It's good. I have faith. So, yeah, I mean, it's almost like you are opposites. And when I say opposites, I don't mean personality or whatever else, because twin flames are fucking similar when it comes to personality, interest, whatever else. But when it comes to acknowledging the connection, there could be a runner, especially if the runner doesn't believe in higher things, I want to say. You know, if they are an atheist, let me not even start on that note. If they are, let's say, not spiritual and they don't know what a twin flame is, they can feel the connection, but it scares them. This leads them to not want to be with you, because the twin flame journey is about being together and understanding the value of the intensity of the connection. This person does not. And I'm not sure, you know, it could be you that doesn't value this. No, because why would you fucking click on this if you don't know what a twin flame is, right? So I'm assuming that you are the one that knows about this twin flame. But they don't. They don't believe in it. They don't think it's... They might even not know what a fucking twin flame term is. They could feel the connection, but it scares them. It makes them want to run away. It makes them want to exit quietly. Because they can feel the intensity, but at the same time, they're like, oh my God, this feels like a trap. Let me walk out before I find out. So it's you know... It's kind of like seeing a ghost. And what do you see when you see a ghost? You run at the opposite direction, or you run the opposite direction, right? But if you fear the ghost, what you have to do is walk through the ghost for it to disappear. It kind of, yeah, I don't know if that's the best analogy, but it kind of feels like this person is afraid to walk through the twin flame connection with you. They're like, oh, there's my twin flame. Let me run at the opposite direction. So you are definitely not with your twin flame. Maybe you see them frequently, maybe you interact with them, but on a intense, deeper level of intimacy, it's not happening here. Okay, so far this is the description of the energy that is happening between the two of you, but let me see where this, or why this message is here. Interesting. Yeah. Be patient with them. When someone is afraid, you don't dismiss their fear. You don't tell them, no, you're not afraid. You kind of like try to understand where they're coming from. Meaning, when this person is like, I'm afraid of this is too much, just be there for them. Be like, for example, I understand this is scary. I know this is so intense. For me, it is also intense. But can we just forget that it's intense for a second and just enjoy each other's company? No strings attached. Like, you know, you kind of have to kind of ease them in instead of saying, we're meant to be together. You are my twin flame. We are meant to, like, we have been lovers for lifetimes. We are meant to be together. If you go on that note, forget it. It's not going to work. It's actually going to scare this person away. So take it easy. If you interact with this person because you see them at work, or you see them in your neighborhood, or you see them wherever, just keep it really casual. Hi, you okay? Haha. You know, like really casual, no expectations, zero expectations. And it's like, you know, I just know you, you just know me. If you already scare them off, try to apologize for that. Try to be like, I didn't mean to say these things. I don't know, like I was emotional that day and I don't really mean it. Even though you meant it, it's like, try to apologize for scaring them off, because that is not the way you attract this person towards you. It's you know, this is already jumping to advice. It's like, if someone is scared, you don't tell them, come here, let's walk through the fear together. Like, no, you kind of have to kind of ease them into knowing that they are safe, that they are okay with you, that, hey, if you want me to be with you while you walk through that fear, I will be with you. Like, it's, you kind of have to talk to them as if you are talking to a child that's scared and having a tantrum. Or not a tantrum, like scared and scared from the monster under the bed. You know, it's like, oh, I understand, you know, like I was like that as well. You know, when I was a child, I thought there was a monster under the bed. And when I grew up, I found out that it's all in my head. Or, you know, like in those lines, you kind of ease them into it. Validate their fear so that they can get through it or work through it. You know, like talk to them like they're a child. Because fear makes you a child. Fear makes you childish. When you have fear, you're not thinking straight, right? When you really are afraid of something, and even if it's illogical, it doesn't matter how much logic there is to convince you that it's illogical. It's still there. So you kind of have to ease yourself into it, you know? If you are, for example, swimming in a pool, and you are at the beginning of the pool, which is not deep, but you are afraid of the deep side. I just remembered something personal, but I'll tell you in a bit. But you are afraid of the deep side. What you do is slowly work through going to the deep side. You don't want to do what my father did. When I was about like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, that around that age, my father just grabbed me because I was afraid of the deep end of the pool. My father just grabbed me and threw me in the middle of the deep side of the pool. And I was fighting for my life. and all I heard was, swim, swim, you can swim, swim. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'll fucking... Like, that was the time where I remember I drank so much water. Filthy water. But hey, I made it to the side of the pool. Now, I fucking hated my father since then. But, you know, I can swim like a champ now. So yes, it's like you don't want to you don't want to be the person that is like my father, that will just grab your twin flame and dump them in the middle of the pool because they're scared of it. They will grow to fucking hate you. And guess what? Even though I was 4 years old or 5 or 3, like around that age, I still remember that vividly. And I don't like it, right? So if you do that with your twin flame and you try to just like shock them with the truth or shock them with the intensity of the connection, they will end up hating you and they will not want to be with you. They will spend the rest of their life running away from you, remembering how fucking crazy you are and how fucking intense and scary you are. You know? So try to be there for them, understand what they're going through, switch on your empathy, full volume. I keep saying volume. What's up? Maybe, nah, I fucking hate that shit. But anyways, so be there for the person if you want to be there in their life. You know, if you want to be with your twin flame, that is, be there for them as a guide. Not like, I'm here to guide you, grab my hand. No, because they'll be like, fuck you and your guide. Fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are being my guide? Do I look like I need your help? Like, you know, people will be defensive. But if you are like, you know, you come from a humble place, you come from a down-to-earth place where you're like, I understand what you're going through. You know what? Like, I experienced this when I was blah, blah, blah. Share something personal. Make it a safe space for this person to kind of like open up to you. Okay? Because every fear has like the light at the end of the tunnel. But if you are scared, you're lost. You can't really see it. You can't see clearly. You can't think clearly. So you're lost. And this is the energy that we see here for this person. This is definitely not a good energy. Like, who wants to be feeling that? Right? So you need to make them believe that they can trust you first. I'm still fasting, so you will hear my tummy grumble. I don't know what that means. Anyways, so yeah, Scorpio, I feel like you will have to ease this person into the connection rather than, you know, take them to the conclusion of the connection, if that makes sense. All right, anything else about this? Yeah, there is confusion here. There is confusion. It's like the confusion is so severe or it's so intense that this person is like, I don't want to deal with it. Altogether, I don't want to deal with it. So, okay, so this is really confusing. This is really intense. This is really scary. I just don't want to deal with it altogether. You know, like sometimes things can be really overwhelming that the person doesn't want to deal with it. It's like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have to think about it. That's why they run. That's why they try to escape it. You know, because it feels like it's too much. So try to understand where this person is coming from. And if you have a similar memory of where you were afraid of something that was intense and overwhelming, just switch on your empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. Even if you've never experienced something intense because you're a fucking Scorpio, intensity is your normal mode, you know, try to switch on your empathy because not a lot of people can handle intensity. In fact, it switches off their survival instinct, right? So try to understand it. Try to emphasize with it. Emphasize. You know what I mean? Try to have sympathy even. Don't say, I feel sorry for you, because that will trigger people, you know. Don't, like, even though this is like a childlike fear, meaning that this person could be afraid of this like a child would be afraid of the monsters under their bed. Do not ridicule their fear, okay? Because it will make a person resent you. Don't be like, I can't believe you are afraid of this. It's not that scary. You know, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? So try to take them seriously. Try to take their fear seriously, even when you don't think it's serious. Because you have to make this person feel that you are on their side. The confusion in this is strong. Like, look at this. Like, we have the 7 of Cups twice. This person feels lost with this. They feel the intensity, yes, but it's too much for them to handle. It's that simple. And if you want this person to be with you or feel safe with you, you will have to be on their team. It's not a competition. Do not play mind games with this person. Do not play emotional games. Do not try to manipulate them into overcoming the fear. Do not mask their fear with another. Do you know what I mean? Try to take this at a slow pace. Go at the pace go at the pace the person is comfortable with, and then take it slowly from there. Take it layer by layer, like a fucking onion, so that you get to the core. The core is where they feel comfortable with being in intensity with you. I hope this helps. Best of luck. I will see you soon.